Hello again everyone, and welcome back. If this is your first time here, this channel is all about learning English through real conversations about everyday life. No pressure, no difficult grammar, just listening and learning naturally.
Today we're going to talk about something very common, something that almost everyone experiences at some point in life.
Yes, today we're talking about fear of failure. And this is a big topic, because fear can stop us from doing many things.
Fear of failure can appear in work, in relationships, and even when learning a new language like English.
Exactly. Many people don't start something new because they are afraid of failing.
They imagine making mistakes, feeling embarrassed, or disappointing themselves or others.
And sometimes the fear is not even about the failure itself, but about how we think failure defines us.
Yes, we often think that failing means we are not good enough.
Or that we are weak, or incapable, or not smart.
But in reality, failure is part of learning.
Especially when we are learning something new.
Think about learning to walk as a child. We fall many times.
But we don't stop trying just because we fall.
We don't say, I failed, so I will never walk again.
We try again, and again, until it works.
Somehow, as adults, we forget that learning works the same way.
Yes, we become much harder on ourselves.
Fear of failure often comes from past experiences.
Maybe someone laughed at us, criticized us, or made us feel small.
And that experience stays in our mind.
So now, before even trying, we imagine the worst outcome.
This fear can make us procrastinate.
Or avoid situations completely.
For example, not speaking English because we're afraid of making mistakes.
Or not applying for a job because we think we won't be good enough.
Fear of failure can also make us aim for perfection.
Yes, perfectionism is often connected to fear.
We think, if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all.
But perfection is impossible, especially at the beginning.
And waiting to be perfect means never starting.
Another problem is that social media makes fear of failure stronger.
We see people succeeding, achieving goals, and looking confident.
But we don't see their failures, their doubts, or their difficult moments.
So we compare our beginning to someone else's middle.
And that comparison is unfair.
Fear of failure can also affect our motivation.
Yes, because when fear is strong, motivation disappears.
We feel heavy, tired, and blocked.
Sometimes we don't even know why we feel stuck.
Fear works quietly.
One important step is to recognize fear instead of ignoring it.
Saying, I'm afraid, and that's okay.
Fear doesn't mean stop. It means pay attention.
Another helpful idea is changing how we see failure.
Instead of seeing failure as the end, we can see it as feedback.
Information about what works and what doesn't.
Every mistake teaches us something.
Especially when learning English.
Making mistakes means you are practicing.
And practicing means you are improving.
People who never make mistakes usually never try.
That's a very important point.
Fear of failure also becomes smaller when we take small steps.
Yes, we don't need to make big, scary changes.
We can start with small, safe actions.
Like listening to English podcasts.
Or speaking a few sentences instead of long conversations.
Small steps build confidence.
And confidence reduces fear.
Another thing that helps is being kind to yourself.
Talking to yourself like you would talk to a friend.
You wouldn't tell a friend they are stupid for making a mistake.
You would encourage them to try again.
We deserve the same kindness.
Fear of failure never completely disappears.
But we can learn to move forward even with fear.
Courage is not the absence of fear.
It's action despite fear.
And every time we act, fear loses a bit of its power.
This is especially true in learning and personal growth.
The more we try, the more normal mistakes become.
And slowly, fear stops controlling our decisions.
Failure becomes part of the journey, not something to avoid.
And that mindset changes everything.
Because when we stop fearing failure, we start growing.
And growth always begins outside our comfort zone. When we start to understand fear of failure in this way, something changes inside us.
Yes, we stop seeing fear as an enemy and start seeing it as a signal.
A signal that we care about what we are doing.
Because if we didn't care, there would be no fear.
That's true. Fear often appears when something matters to us.
And that means the goal is important, not impossible.
Another thing that helps reduce fear is accepting uncertainty.
We often want guarantees before we start.
We want to know that everything will work out.
But life doesn't work like that.
There is always risk when we try something new.
And learning to live with uncertainty is part of growing.
Fear of failure can also teach us patience.
Yes, because progress is rarely fast or linear.
Some days we feel confident, other days we feel lost again.
And that's normal.
It doesn't mean we are going backwards.
It means we are human.
Another important point is that failure looks different for everyone.
What feels like a failure to one person might feel like progress to another.
That's why comparing ourselves to others increases fear.
We all have different backgrounds, experiences, and rhythms.
Your path doesn't have to look like anyone else's.
Fear of failure often gets smaller when we focus on effort instead of results.
Yes, focusing on what we can control.
Like showing up, practicing, and being consistent.
Results come later.
And when we focus only on results, fear becomes stronger.
Because results are uncertain.
But effort is something we can choose every day.
Another helpful idea is redefining success.
Success doesn't have to mean winning or being the best.
It can mean trying, learning, and improving little by little.
For example, speaking English even if it's not perfect.
Or expressing an idea even if the grammar isn't correct.
That is success too.
Fear of failure can also decrease when we share our fears.
Talking about fear makes it feel lighter.
Keeping fear inside makes it feel bigger.
Sometimes just saying, "I'm afraid," is enough to reduce its power.
And many people feel the same way.
We are not alone in this.
Another thing to remember is that failure is temporary.
But regret can last much longer.
Regret for not trying, not starting, or not believing in ourselves.
Trying and failing is often less painful than never trying at all.
That's a very important perspective.
Fear of failure doesn't disappear overnight.
But every small action weakens it.
Every time you try again, you prove fear wrong.
And over time, confidence grows quietly.
Confidence is built through experience, not thinking.
You don't wait to feel confident to act.
You act, and confidence follows.
That's especially true when learning a language.
You don't need to be ready. You become ready by practicing.
And mistakes are part of that practice.
Fear loses its power when we stop avoiding it.
And start moving forward gently.
As we start to close today's conversation, we want to remind you of something important.
Fear of failure does not mean you are weak.
It means you care, and that you want to grow.
And growth always includes discomfort.
But also learning, confidence, and change.
If you are listening to this and feeling afraid, that's okay.
Take one small step anyway.
One sentence in English.
One small action.
And then another.
Little by little, fear becomes quieter.
And your voice becomes stronger.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
We hope this conversation helped you reflect and also practice your English.
Remember, learning English doesn't have to be stressful.
It can be calm, human, and real.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe.
And feel free to like the video or leave a comment.
We're happy to have you here.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, and keep going.
Bye for now.